Well, I just saw Ballerina, and what did I think? Well, I've seen some of the other teasers, and I think they showed a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. So, getting down to brass and tack, or whatever, was it good? Yes. I think for the trailer itself, it was very, very good. It's got everything we want in a John Wick film. And frankly, after the very disappointing Continental, they need this. They need this badly. Because although it had nice aesthetics here and there with Continental, from the John Wick verse, it was pretty disappointing. Now this one, for the most part, the stunts, the action, even the humor feels very organic. It just feels like what it should be. It's not John Wick 5. This is technically an in-between chapter, so it's technically John Wick 3.5. And we will get to that because, and again, I don't want to give away too much of this film. I'm sticking strictly to the trailer. But yes, Keanu, the man himself, does show up, and it's pretty clear he's going to be integral to the plot. That said, some people are already complaining that the ballerina does a few things that are like, is she too powerful? No, I think she's proportionate to what she can do and what she'll be able to do. And we do see she struggles here and there, just in the trailer. That said, yeah, I wonder why a few of those bad guys don't fight back better. But then a lot of the bad guys in John Wick, they're different. It's like a video game. They're different levels. There's the grunts and there's the big boss. So as long as she's not too easily defeating the big boss, I'm okay. So yeah, there are just disposable guys in the John Wick verse. And again, I have seen the film. So yeah, early on, that's not like that. It's become more video game-ish. So, there is that problem. So yeah, it's a little bit too much cannon fodder, but it's fine. And it is very stylish. I only had a few questions here and there. Again, this is a fantasy. Obviously, in real life, you throwing an axe and magically hitting a target, physics is a thing, so it's not very likely. So, for the most part, I was amused. I was entertained. That said, there were three major things. But one is more me, so I'm not going to take too many points off, but it is a problem. Oh my God, the music here was really annoying. Just their musical choices have consistently, beyond the John Wick films themselves, been, can't stand it. Can't stand it. I realize these creators have their tastes, and I get with the Continental, that was the 1970s. I like 1970s music, but they went a little too far that way. This one is very modern house club music. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It's very distracting, but that is more me. So for the trailer, in terms of the John Wick verse overall, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So compared to the Continental, this is a massive improvement. They delayed this film to tune it up, and they did a good job. I didn't sense too many times the editing was off. That said, things were changed, and now we're going to get to the two, I think, more significant problems. One is Lance shows up. Again, it's respectful. However, I was told, and I reported to my subscribers, that the last final appearance of Lance was in John Wick 4. He tragically died a few years ago. So apparently they have more footage of him. I think it's a little iffy to keep using him, but all right, fine. I would assume the family has approved. But that felt borderline. You should do that. Still, he does look good. It does seem to be integrated into the plot. But now we get to John Wick himself, and it's like, okay, she's shooting him, and some stupid people are like, she can't shoot him. Anybody who shoots him, John Wick kills. No, John Wick has been shot at. He doesn't kill every single person who shoots him. He just has to bear a few punches and a few kicks and a few shotguns to his face, and, it is what it is. And canonically, no, he's been shot at by Winston. Again, I don't want to ruin the whole John Wick series. He gets shot at. The people he gets shot at, they don't always get killed. So, watch the films, actually. Still, their power levels seem a little weird. Why would she shoot John Wick? That should be her death warrant. But, maybe they'll become friends. I don't know. So, yeah, that seemed a little bit of a cheap trick. It also, I think, gave too much of the plot away. But I'm willing to see more. And for the trailer, it does work. Now you're really, it'll be a confrontation. Yeah, but I don't know if that's good storytelling. So, all right. So for the trailer itself, I give that a 7.5. I think they made a few mistakes, but it's nothing alarming. And, in terms of John Wick verse, this is an 8 out of 10. So it definitely feels like a worthy prequel, sequel within the John Wick universe. but I'm still a little nervous. So, yeah, I do still recommend the film tentatively, but we want to see a little bit more. But so far, so good. Everything is going in the right direction. Nothing like the Continental, where there were major red flags like, oh, this is not going to work. So, yeah, so far, thumbs up to Anna and Keanu, but I am a little nervous, I will admit.